Hello, everyone. Hello, how are you? And welcome to Foxhole Fridays. I actually just gave my entire introduction and you didn't see it because I gave it to you, but I was not on screen at the time. But I did it. I said hi. I was like asking how you were doing. And then I looked over and I was still on the planet screen, not on the me screen, which that's exciting. I thought. I was like, oh. That's what I thought. But actually, I'm here, and I wanted to say it's the Foxhole Fridays, and I wanted to welcome you all in to the final thrilling episode of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Drinax Barbarians, brought to you by GDCO, the General Development Corporation, who you can find all throughout the Trojan Reaches, and Starbeam Chocolate Milk. It's malted, and it's good for your bones. Hi, everyone. I was hacked by those darn psionists. Hi, everybody. So, I'm so excited to see you all. And I have something to tell you, just in case you didn't notice. You know what I didn't realize? You know what I didn't ask? There's a question I did not ask myself, and I probably should have. But here's what I wanted to share with you all. I don't know if you know this, but last week on Crash Jones, I did a thing that, it's a bit questionable, and that I played a little bit of music because it was important to the story. And it got muted. But the problem is, it got muted, but I was talking while that music was happening, which means in the VOD here on Twitch, there's going to be stuff that is cut out that you're not going to be able to hear, which is sad and tragic. So I was running around pondering how to deal with this situation. And I believe I have a way around this, which will allow me to play the music, at least so far as we are, but have it be okay. Now, this is an experiment, and if this experiment works, well, then this may be useful for later. What I did was I have rerouted the music from my audio player to a special channel, which will not be recorded on the VODs if I have done this correctly, which means you should be able to hear it, but it won't be put on the VOD, as far as I know. I do not know what is going to happen when it comes to the recording I'm making. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna do a thing as a bit of an experiment while we're here, because at least then, because look, here's why. Because it's the very beginning of the stream, and if I do this now, then I can re-look and find out what's going on. So I'm just going to do a real quick a check, because I just want to know. This is a bit of a where are you, my friend? I'm looking for Begin the Begin. Let me see what we got here. Hello? How are you? Let's see. You are hearing music, I hope. I am not hearing music, though, because of my life. I can fix that. Hold on. Yes, I hear it now. You hear it. Perfect. That's an experiment. We know that somewhere right about oh, silly me. We have a whole thing for this. It is a marker. No. Wait. Marker. There we go. Music. I'm just There, added a marker. So I should be able to go back to find out whether or not that music is in the VOD and also on the recorded version, which goes onto my hard drive for future references. And if this works, if we have done this, this might open up more possibilities in the future in other show contexts. So let's see how this goes. Now, we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. All right, so welcome in. I'm so happy to have you here. I am excited. Oh. So somehow Trooper has the tech to shunt music into a pocket dimension. Yes, I do. Perhaps just a little. I am so excited. Look, I don't think I've told you this, but last week, which was episode 4 of Crash Jones and the Drinax Barbarians, after it was over, I was buzzing with excitement and I was like, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? What's going on? So I'm really excited to come back here for tonight's final episode of this serial. Let me say a couple of admin things before we start. And those admin things also, I did not hear. Oh, I know why. Couple of admin things. One, thank you for being here. I would like to thank each and every one of you who is present and being helpful and watching, whether or not you're watching on YouTube or whether or not you are watching live. I appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube and you would not mind giving a subscribe, that would be awesome. Because if I can get enough subscribers, which is like 1,000, then I can become a YouTube partner, which would be pretty cool. I think, at least. I mean, you know. So let me see, what else? I have a couple of things I wanted to say. I want to say thank you. I want to say you can. So this is our Friday RPG night. We stream on Fridays, and next week we are starting back up again with Traveler. Next week on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have a solo session with the Harlock to find out what happened to her when she got teleported away. In the Traveler campaign that I'm running, The Gamblers, which is a Traveler Pirates of Drinax campaign, and we're starting season 2 basically more or less next week. Technically, next week doesn't count as part of the 12 episodes of the season, but, you know, so we'll have next week and 12 more. So next week we're starting that campaign, and I'm very excited for it, and so all of your support helps have that happen. We've been doing this moment, we've been doing a lot for the Foxhole and for you all, and I'm really excited for it. I'm excited that we have got such a great cast. We've been able to sort of up their pay for this season, and your support goes a long way to do that. And so if you give tips and bits, I will read out those messages during the intermission and at the end, or at least at the very end. We also have a special sponsor tier, and there are only 4 sponsors available, and that's on Patreon, patreon.com Academic Foxhole, and that is a $200 tier, and $200 will pay for 1 week of 4 players on a show. So that's not including me. And we currently have 4 sponsors, although some of them will be rotating out. And our 4 sponsors are Aneo and Amoeba, KY Hawkeye, Will and TW, and also Josh, me, and Art. And I want to thank them for being our great sponsors. And we have a special ending credit spot for them. And I will make an ad that I play for them once a month, and like a special ad. And so I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank everyone who gives tips or bits, and I especially want to thank everyone who watches live or not live, who tells their friends about us, and who helps support the show, because you being here is what makes it go round, you know? Yes, so this is what I'm very excited about. Crash Jones! So let me see, what else I want to say? That was like the big thing. Big thing, of course, is that we are starting with Traveler. That starts back up again next week. And I also wanted to do one more thing, and that is, right now, I'm doing it, you don't know what I'm doing, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. Well, I'm not telling you. I'm actually being mysterious because being mysterious is fun for me. Let me get this. Now, I will tell you, we have got... That's not how you spell that word. That's also not how you spell my name. And let me see. Is this the word? It is the word. All right, I have it. Guess what? At this moment, as we speak, I have pressed the button. The button has been pressed. I have not made a command for it yet, but our merch store is live. I have pressed the button. It is live. We have the merch store. So we have this amazing... Now, I need to say, if you are a mod, do not get a t-shirt because I'm going to give you one. So don't do it. But we have our merch store, and this merch store has got a Trooper's FCP's Academic Foxhole mug and stickers, which are... Okay, so I can show you because I'm so excited for this. You don't even know. All right, so we've got our mug, which I'm like, ooh, I've got a mug. Yes. Look, now just technically for the record, the mug, I actually designed it to be a right-handed mug, and a right-handed mug is that when you're holding it in your right hand, you can see the art on it. And I made it right-handed so that as I drink, as a left-handed person, you all can see the logo. So I thought that would be, like, awesome. So that is there. We also have stickers of the foxhole, which, whoop, I think is pretty awesome. And amazing work by Void Smoker. We have a notebook which has got dots, right? Little dots in there, so you can do all sorts of neat notes. So we've got the Gambler's Notebook. We have a massive, huge poster, which I'm not going to show you because it's massive and huge, and that would be madness. But we also have this lovely t-shirt, which I am so excited about. So this t-shirt is really soft. It's very cool. I decided to go with the option wherein they print the ink in the fabric itself rather than having that kind of a weird, you know what I mean? That decal that makes it seem like you've got a piece of armor on your chest. So this is really nice, and that is also out there. But I'm going to be excited about that. That is there. Let me see what else I want to tell you. So I just paid it live. There it is. And probably get more stuff coming up in the future. We've got Josh Mean is making a poster for Crash Jones, and I'm really excited about this poster to see it. I'm like, oh, what's it going to be like? Oh, right. So I'm so excited. This is it okay? Look. We should probably talk. Is this an excuse for me to get cool stuff? Yes. Yes, it is. This is an excuse for me to design neat things that I want to have. Yeah, that's true. But also then you can have it too if you want. But I am super excited. The people at Fourth Wall are really neat. I like them. And, oh, I didn't say this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's I saw the sketch for this Crash Jones poster, and it is amazing. It's amazing. I might die. I just need you to know that. I might die because it is so cool. Yeah. I'm what if a mod wants two shirts though? And then they okay, that's fair. Oh, I should also say, sorry, one of the reasons why I went with Fourth Wall is because they have size inclusive clothing options, and also they also ship from the EU. So as well as the US. So I'm very excited about the fact that we've got good, like I'm feeling really good about it. Just I'm feeling really good about it. Oh, and here's something that's really cool, and I don't know if this is set up yet, but apparently I pressed the buttons, so it might work, it might not work. I can't say. We'll find out. But they also have a Twitch integration wherein people can go and gift items to people through like you should. I believe. Well, actually, let me just see. I'm gonna just see what happens. Hold on. I believe that yes. Okay, so you can go when I'm live. You can gift presents to other people in chat. So I have seen that is a thing that it is live. Okay, look, I'm super jazzed about it. What if Trooper breaks his storefront if he's then breaking the fourth wall? How long will the store be hanging around? It'll be hanging around. I feel like it should be up here permanently. I want to try to get like, look, I'm going to tell you all something. These are things, and before I start, I've got to tell you, one of the things that I really like to do is give the cast a present. Every season, I like to get them something. And here's the thing, with a merch store, now it's easier for me to do that. So, okay, how much of this is really about me wanting to give presents to people? You know, maybe it's a lot. I can't say. I'm going to just note that I get to go and give the cast and my mods presents in an easier way than ever before. So what else can I tell you? That's what I've got to tell you. So yes, that's probably maybe I open up merch stores with the wrong motivation. Maybe the fact that maybe my motivation wanting to just give people things is not the reason to open up a merch store, but I have done. And so there you go. Yes. This is what I'm doing. Right. They even ship from the extended universe. Hey, look at that. We just got a giveaway. So you have got to type enter if you want to be entered, and you've got like 180 seconds for it. And then this will get you a notebook. Thank you, whoever has put up that notebook for the giveaway. Thank you for doing it. This is really cool. This is so cool. Yeah. I'm so excited. Oh, this is so fun. Look, I love things like this, and I think this is really fun, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited for this. This is so cool. Hey. Yeah, I'm so excited. This is very cool. And I'm Trooper SJP, and I'm here. I'm playing Crash Jones. Speaking of which, actually, I had a thought that I want to. I'm going to keep an eye on chat to see what we got here. So we are playing Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Pirates of Drinax, which is an Ironsworn Starforged campaign, which is this exciting system, which is made by Sean Tompkin and Josh Meehan. And it's really designed for a small number of people to play solo, or to play like a small number of people without a GM, or a small number of people with a GM. And it's got these very cool oracles. It's a really neat system, and I am super jazzed to be playing this. And I have played a number of solo campaigns. Also, is there an option to donate when making your purchase? Do you get a notice? Well, let me see. I feel like I should get a notice. The question is, where is the notice? Because if I get a notice, let me see. I would like a notice. Notice. Home. Ooh. Oh, hey, guess what? sorry, there's a thing I haven't told you that is really, really cool. They also have a really neat, oh, a winner. Who won it? Volpez! Volpez! Congratulations on the win. Oh, I'm really excited about this, y'all. I'm really excited about this, but I also didn't tell you something that's kind of important. Well, maybe it's not important to you. It's important to me. Guess what? There's an app. Fourth Wall has an app, and I can say thank you to people. And I'm going to experiment with surprises. And once I do my surprise, and then somebody gets back to me and tell me if it works, then I can tell you all more about it. But there is a way that I can make a custom thank you and then send it via my phone. And then when I send it, I feel like it will get to you somehow. So I'm going to note that, folks. And yes, right? All I'm saying is that I am going to try this out, and then you'll have to tell me how it goes, because, right? This is very cool. That's what I have to say about that. I'm just really excited. That's what I'm saying. So just know that I'm very excited about it, and I'm very excited about trying some things out. They're a neat sort of a place, and I am... Wait, Bulbus said a thing. What is happening? Also, copy link address. What am I getting here? And redeemed. Ooh, okay. What do we got? There's a Twitter. What happened? I'm going to find out. Ooh, so cool. Nice. Okay, neat. And this should be here and here. Oh, so neat. Okay, look, I just want you all to know that I'm really excited about some of the options here, and Twitter. Okay, Twitter, like, I should tell you something. Are you ready? I feel like they said, so there's a thing that I want to get. There's a piece of merch that I want to get that I've been researching for the last year or so, and it's a secret because I can't tell you because it's for something secret. It's for something very cool and something secret, and I was like, how am I going to get this thing? It's so difficult. And I was like doing research. I found some places that make this kind of esoteric thing that I want because I want to give it out to people. I just want to get a bunch of them and give them out to people. And I found a couple of places, and I was like researching. But apparently, Fourth Wall, if you have some kind of merch that they don't make, or they don't have people that do, you can talk to them and they will actually go and find a person to source it for you and get it done so that you can work through them anyway, even if they don't make it themselves. So I'm just saying that I've got a couple of things. Look, I just got some things that I want to give away to people. And I feel chicken tonight, maybe also Shania Twain, I feel like a woman. Maybe also I feel love. Baby, don't hurt me. No, that's What Is Love. I feel love is Donna Summer. Anyhow, a lot of cool integration. So I'm really excited to check it out and see how it works. And I'm really excited to show you all Josh Meehan's art. Like, look, I got a lot, and I'm very excited. Oh, I knew what I was doing. So I was wanting to check out if there was a means to see information. Like there's oh, there we go. No, that's stuff that I will want to go give you all. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I got to see it. There's a little page for me to go, and I couldn't see these things until we went live, where I can go and like say thank you. So that's cool. And I can also make promotion codes, giveaway links, and I'm going to be doing that for some of y'all. And that's what I'm going to do. So let's see. We're playing Crash Jones, and it might seem like I am, what's the word? stalling because we're in real trouble, but I'm totally not. Totally not. Not at all. Yep. Well, at least it ain't April 1st, so you know it ain't a joke. Estimated delivery between Sunday, April 2nd and Wednesday, April 5th. Ooh. Trooper, when do you not have so many things going on? Well, yeah, I suppose. Maybe. But, oh, hey, this is a thing that I've not set up yet, and I'm just pondering it, but they also have a membership thing where, anyway, I'm working out some stuff. I'm working out, like, cool things that I can do to, like, show my appreciation, right, for you all, because that's what I want to do. Because I just want to show my appreciation. So, we're going to do it, everyone. We're going to play. We're going to start it. I know you're thinking to yourself, why don't you just, start it? Why don't you just do that right now? And you're right. That's what we should do. We're 100% absolutely going to do this right now, and we're not stalling any longer because that would be ridiculous. Now, the question becomes, why in the world would I want to be stalling? Like, why would I be doing that? Volpez says, add a 5% discount to your Patreon would be nice. That's Volpez. Why are you psychic? Volpez. First off, I just want to point out that some of you all are very psychic and are taking away my surprises. But yes, actually, one of the things that I was planning on doing was sending out a 5% discount code to all of my Patreons, because I can do that. I've got to just figure out just the right buttons to push. But yes, all hail the Aslan Empire. See, Volpez is part of the Aslan Empire. Ed knows. Yeah, so I can give out like a discount code, and I'm going to give a 5% discount code to all of my Patreons. I just have to figure out the best way to do it. I've seen the buttons. I just want to figure out the best way to do it, and I'm pretty sure it's like just a couple of buttons and I can just send it off. So I'm really excited about that. So look, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. So, okay, but let's get back to something else, shall we? Let's just talk a little bit about where we're at. Does negative momentum mean you can only move backwards? Yes. If Trooper ever plays Stellaris, he already has an Empire name now. Oh. Actually, I have played Stellaris. But, so here we are. We've got our part 5. This is the last. So, side note, we will come back to Crash Jones. Unless Crash Jones dies tonight. But we will come back to Crash. We are not going to abandon Crash, but we're going to play some Traveler, but we'll come back. I also have some other things. So, we must start. We have our moves. Part of our move is our recap, but yeah, we have more Crash. Definitely let's begin a session, shall we? When you begin a significant session or chapter of play, do all the following. Identify or adjust flag content and set a flag. We're good. Review or recap what happened last session, which we'll totally do. If he's at 0 health, isn't he already dead? No, 0 health is just very precarious. When you're at 0 health, it's not good. And if you get more damage, he's also at 0 spirit, then you've got to face death and face destruction, face dismemberment, face desolation. And, it's bad. Okay, so, what I'm trying to tell you is that bad things can be bad, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll deal with it. We can also set the scene by envisioning your character's current situation, that's what we have to do, and intent. In addition, you may spotlight a new danger, opportunity, or insight. This can include a scene hidden from your character's perspective. If you do, envision a brief vignette. You may roll or choose on the table below for inspiration. Then all players take +1 momentum as you return to play from the viewpoint of your character. So that's what we're going to do because we're at -3 momentum. So why don't we talk? Oh, by the way, I've got closed captions on, so you can always hit the closed caption button here in Twitch and see closed captions. How accurate are they? I don't know. We'll find out. So let's, before we do our actual recap, let's just note where we are in terms of our stats. We have got 0 health and also 0 spirit out of 5, which means, you know, it's not great. We have full supply. That's cool. Also, we're at -3 momentum. So, and last time we died a lot. Well, we didn't. We had a lot of full fails on our rolls. So that's cool. This part of the recap is out of character. We currently have, let's see, we've got our legacy, we've got like 3 legacy tracks, and both bonds and discoveries are half done, which is pretty cool. We have no impacts, which is what you get when bad things happen when you have 0 health and also spirit. And, oh, I forgot also, we're in a bad spot. It says so right above us. Should note that. We are also, oh, by the way, we're using Stargazer, which is an app made by some cool community member who created this whole thing so that you can play Ironsworn or Starforged, like, and have an online thing about it, which I've got it. And I'm going to send you stuff. We've got our factions, our court, we've got our truths, all that's great, but we're in the challenges setting. We have a couple of challenges happening right now. We have our, I have vowed, oh, thank you for that. I have vowed to aid Dread Liege Dalton, who is now We Are Bonded, in reclaiming leadership of the Drinax Barbarians and deposing Blood Raptor Kai. No progress on that one. I think that'll take a bit more time. We have sworn two other vows. We will retrieve all the data regarding how the old world artifact made it to Drinax and return that data to Millie Belloq. But probably that data is defended by traps and strange security, which is true. We are at 6 out of 10 right there. We can blame Josh for the dice last week. Maybe. I sure, yes. We also have the other vow to make an iron sword from the old world artifact hidden somewhere on Drinax. And that's also 6 out of 10. We also have our big background quest, our big epic quest, which is to find the true and noble lost Sandalian heir who can wield the Viridian blade and help them lead a new empire that will bring peace to the reaches by defeating the Aslan Hierate and also the Zorani Council and any other nefarious villains. That long term. We also have 2 progress clocks at the moment. One, escape the ancient Drinaxian Scarab Champion. And that is a formidable test, and we have no progress on it. And some other things happened too, like we had a lot of failed rolls, so we are trapped. Our ray gun doesn't work. We have, oh, well, that's in the recap. I'll tell you that later. But also, we have to reach the heart of the vault and retrieve the artifact and the data. We have gotten 10 out of 10. All we need to do is get away from this beetle, and I feel like we can get to the heart of the vault and, like, culminate, and I like, we're so close. I'm so excited. However, we're sort of in trouble. We have some clocks, but those clocks are all full. However, I'm going to introduce a new thing. Do you know there's a Discord for Ironsworn? They're very friendly people. We had a discussion about it, and I got some cool advice about some things to do. So, I'm going to give myself 1 momentum because we're going to have a vignette, and I know what it is. And then I'm going to tell you this cool thing that I'm going to do. So let's just bring our momentum up to -2. And let's start with our recap, because that's important. I mean, that's what people do. Welcome to episode 5 of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Drinax Barbarians. Welcome in, all you space cadets. We here at GDCO are happy to have you for this final episode of the dramatic Drinax Barbarians adventure serial. Speaking of cereals, do you know what is tasty in your morning cereal? I think you do know. Starbeam chocolate milk. It's malted, and it's good for your bones, and it's very tasty in breakfast cereal. It's part of a balanced, healthy breakfast. If you eat Starbeam chocolate milk, along with vegetables and also vitamins and minerals, then you'll have vegetables, vitamin, minerals, as well as Starbeam chocolate milk and your sugary cereal in the morning. Excellent, lovely, wonderful. Also, of course, we are brought to you by GDCO. So, last week on Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, our hero delved deep and deep into the Vault of the Ancients, which seems to be some sort of aircraft carrier from another time and place called the USS Hornet, an aircraft carrier that our hero, Space Jones, was well acquainted with. Space Jones and Dread Liege Dalton moved together deeper into this ship. They then came upon some sort of strange vision of Crash Jones's mother. Now, this vision kept Crash Jones ensorcelled, kept here down in the vault, perhaps never to leave. But Dread Liege Dalton bravely tried to rouse Crash Jones from this strange effect coming out of a radio of some sort. But this attempt caused Dread Liege Dalton to collapse with a bloody nose. And this was enough to snap our hero, Crash Jones, out of the strange sort of trance that he was placed in. Crash Jones and Dread Liege Dalton ran together to escape this place, which was Crash Jones' old childhood home. Up a number of stairs that kept growing and growing, they were able to crash through windows and out back into the USS Hornet. And as they investigated and moved closer and closer to the heart of the USS Hornet, they noticed a secret door that led to the captain's quarters. Our Crash Jones had to make a choice. Do I press forward into the heart of the Vault of the Ancients, or do I explore this secret door that led to the captain's quarters? Our Crash Jones explored this door, and unfortunately, the brittle and rotted metal floors of this ship gave way, and Crash Jones crashed through the captain's quarters and fell deep, deep, deep into a mine shaft. Coming to, Crash Jones found himself in an old ancient Drinaxian mine, a Viridian mine, and our Dread Liege Dalton nowhere to be found. Crash Jones tried to make himself known, but all he succeeded in doing was making himself known to the Viridian Drinax Scarab Champion, a strange automaton that was awoken from far centuries, millennia in the past, and this guardian with a long and wicked halberd came to attack our Crash Jones, and our Crash Jones tried desperately to vanquish this beetle, a Scarab Champion, or to escape, but to no avail. Seeing his ray gun, trusty ray gun, destroyed by this wicked halberd, injured, bleeding, with no friends, no allies, our Crash Jones thought, I must escape. And Crash Jones took off. One moment. Yes, our Crash Jones took off into the darkness, trying to evade and escape the Scarab Champion. Unfortunately for our Crash Jones found themselves at a dead end, trapped with no way to escape, and the sounds of the Viridian Scarab Champion in the distance coming ever closer. Our Crash Jones, injured, demoralized, with no friends, no allies, alone in the darkness, trapped. Could our Crash Jones escape this fate? Survive? Well, only time will tell, my space cadets. So join us for episode 5, starting now, as our curtains roll back. I actually want this to be louder. Everyone, I want more volume. Yes. As I was saying, volume works for me now. As we turn back the curtain, we do not go back to Crash Jones immediately, alone in the darkness, waiting as the Scarab Champion comes closer and closer. No. We move somewhere else. Up at the top of the USS Hornet, there stands a 10-foot long, especially tall, very dangerous green with ridges made of Viridian or gemstone, with claws made of Viridian long, with teeth, fangs, the saber-toothed Drinaxian Viridian tiger named as Emerald stalks the deck of the USS Hornet. Right at the door, the Dread Liege Dalton and Crash Jones had her guard. But there are things that are unknown about Drinax and Viridian. And some of those things are... No, not psychic powers, because only villains have psychic powers. What were you thinking? No. Heroes and those who care about heroes never have access to psychic powers. Psionics are dangerous. And also, they're not patriotic. However, this is not psionics, says GDCO. Emerald, however, has empathy. And Emerald, being natural, can sense that perhaps there's something wrong. Something wrong. For Crash Jones. Esoteric empathy. Yes, that's right. Esoteric empathy, but not at all psionics. And so in this moment, Emerald lets out a mighty roar. And leaps into the USS Hornet, running to see if she can aid Crash Jones, just as Crash Jones aided her only a few episodes back. Everyone, I'm very excited. Wait, how did it... No, what? Esoteric empathy. Yes, it's not psionics, because only villains have psionics, but it's esoteric empathy. It's totally different. It's not at all any kind of psionics, because that would be wrong. Yes. So, we had a discussion on the... So here's the thing, y'all. We had a discussion over at the Discord for Ironsworn. And the thing is, I didn't want to just say, oh, yeah, it's great. Emerald shows up. I didn't like it. I thought, that's not what I want. So, how do we do this? Here's what we decided. We had a discussion about it. There are oracle clocks. And there is a move, and that move is, I think it's down here, pardon me, Ask the Oracle. So, there is a yes or no question you can ask, and that question is, you pick the odds of whether that question will succeed. Small chance, 10 or less, unlikely, 25 or less, 50-50, 50 or less, likely 75 or less, or almost certain 90 or less. So, this is what we're going to do. Because I, as a player slash GM, as a person in this space, don't like to just say, oh, now it happens. I like to have some kind of variance, mysteriousness. What we're going to do is every turn, we're going to roll to find out if Emerald arrives, but we're going to start on small chance, and for every round we're going to move up that clock. So we'll start at 10%, then 25, then 50, then 75, then 90, and when we succeed in the roll, Emerald will arrive, but not before then. I like it. I like it. So, as Emerald charges in the darkness of the vault, let us return to Crash Jones, somewhere deep, deep in this labyrinthine Viridian mine. At the end of a tunnel, Crash Jones waits in the dark, hearing in the distance the scraping sound of the Drinaxian Viridian Scarab Champion as it stalks its prey. Closer and closer it comes. What will our hero do? This is terrible. I'm bleeding. I'm lost. I don't have my friends with me. I don't know what I can do. However will I make it out of here? And I'm trapped. How can I make it out? There may be... Wait. I have an idea. I may not have a lot, but I still have my pack with me. I can't escape. It's a dead end. But I do have a few moments before that creature gets to me. What if I could build some kind of trap? And if I can build this trap before it gets here, maybe that'll be enough. Everyone, we're going to start what is called a scene challenge. So there is this legacy track, this track that we built, which is Escape the Ancient Drinaxian Scarab Champion. We're going to be using that track. This is also a combat track, so if it gets to us, well, that happens. So, I'm worried, but it's cool. It's cool. Valtiel loves the oracles built into the system, and me too. And the oracle is super, super cool with a lot of really, really neat kinds of options. So, we're gonna do a scene challenge, and the way a scene challenge works is, and I want to get there for you, so you can see it, because we've not done a scene challenge yet, which is one of the reasons why I'm really excited to do one, because we haven't done it yet. So a scene challenge you do when you have got like some kind of complicated scene where you've got something to do, but there's also some kind of a deadline. And we are going to, where is my, okay, there we go, 239. And I believe if I do this right, I should, I hope, be able to show you. Let's see if I can. Is it going to be good? Are we good? Yes. So here's our scene challenge. It's our first adventure, so I want to share with you. So a scene challenge is an optional structured approach to resolving an extended non-combat scene against a threat or other characters, particularly when a time limit or looming danger adds extra urgency. Examples, we don't care. The example is Crash is going to try to build a trap before the Viridian Scarab Champion gets to him, right? So we're going to begin the scene move, and we're going to have our standard progress track, which we have, and it is formidable still because we are unprepared or outmatched. So It's gonna be rough. And we've got that, and we need to have a tension clock of 4 segments. So I'm gonna set that up for us. Let's start a clock. And that clock is the Scarab Champion finds us. It's bad. Finds us. It's scary. I didn't let Jerry get to me. I didn't let waking up in another world take me out. I won't let some giant green robot bug do it. Exactly. So we've set up our tension clock. 4 segments. And we have all of it, right? Yes. Now, some people think that this should be, oh, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous progress clock because making the trap itself is pretty dangerous, and we are ready to act. Now, if the beetle comes to us, we're going to have to go back to formidable because the Scarab Champion is a formidable opponent. But right now we're going to try to get that trap set up before they get there. So we're going to begin our scene. Okay, well, here we go, y'all. Begin the scene. Okay, activate, we did it. Okay, so we have 2 options, face danger or secured advantage. Face danger we use to mark progress. Secured advantage will help us build momentum. So when you assess a situation, make preparations or attempt to gain leverage within a scene challenge. Then we envision action and then we do our thing. And if we're successful, we get stuff. If we miss, then we have to fill a clock segment. So, right. This is what we're gonna do. All right. I know this creature's coming, but if I can figure out the best place to set this trap, I know I can.
Crash Jones looks about to find the best place to set up and try to create some sort of trap.
This is going to be a secure advantage. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be observation, I think, because we're trying to locate the best place for the ambush. And I am so sad for it, but that is what we're going to have to do. It is sadly wits, which is not what I want because our wits are 1. But do we have? We don't have anything else, do we? We don't. Well, we're gonna have to roll it, everybody. Let's see how this goes. And I think the phrase is concerned. Is what it is. That is a true statement. I am concerned. It's cool. Well, we are going to be rolling wits, and I need more wits in my cereals. Okay. It's a full miss, everyone. It's a full miss. This is bad. Okay. On a miss, you fail or your assumptions betray you. Fill a clock segment and pay the price. On a miss with a match, which we didn't get, fill 2 segments and pay the price. Hey, Lawful Geek. I know, me without a big weird and beard. What do you do? So our Scarab Champion is going to get closer. And we're going to have to pay the price. Let's see. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Ask the Oracle for inspiration. Roll on the table below. Let's roll, shall we? An individual or community you care about is exposed to danger. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Meanwhile, as Crash Jones skulks about in the dark, trying to find a location to set up the perfect ambush. Somewhere high above, Dread Liege Dalton is seeking a way to aid Crash Jones.
Crash! Crash, where are you? There's got to be some way to find Crash and help. Wait. What's that sound? Hello?
And then we see, emerging from the darkness, none other than Baron Severinus Winter. Baron Winter wearing a red embroidered with gold robe, with a goatee, because as we know, villains wear goatees, and a wicked saber. The Baron turns to the Dread Liege Dalton and says,
Ha 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 ha! It seems that you have come to me. No one can save you now, Dread Liege Dalton. But tell me, where might I find Crash Jones?
back down in the shaft, Crash Jones is trying desperately to find some way to vanquish this formidable enemy.
It is the end of this round. I get to try to roll our Oracle. It's only a small chance, but let us find out. No.
Emerald, the Viridian Drinax Tiger, rushes down the hallway, coming ever closer, ever closer. Will Emerald arrive in time to save Crash Jones? Only time will tell. Crash, what's happening down below?
I suppose this place must be good enough. I suppose this will be the best place. I'm gonna have to start. Well, I think I might be able to perhaps create some sort of... If I could get some sort of explosives, if I could rig up an explosive, I might be able to collapse this part of the tunnel, trapping the Viridian Scarab Champion. All right, let me see. Sadly, I think this is also going to have to be wits, because that is a thing. We're going to try with wits. We don't have aid in any way, and we're gonna roll it. Wits, not the best, but here we go. What did I roll? A miss. I rolled a miss, everybody. This is outrageous. I just want to say for the record that this is a second miss. By the way, if you all don't know Lawful Geek, the Lawful Geek is amazing. The Lawful Geek and I are... I need this one, right? And it is... No, it's this one. Shout out. Now, am I perhaps stalling because we failed yet again? Maybe. No? Oh, maybe it's a streamer. I think that's my command. The Lawful Geek. Yes, the Lawful Geek plays with me in Tales from the Brinkwood, which we're doing a double header of this weekend, and you should definitely see. I gave you the wrong times. It's 3 p.m. on Saturday, 2 p.m. on Sunday. And while I am... Lawful Geek, you're amazing. You're great to play with. And also, I really don't mind at this moment... stalling just a little bit because I'm in a bad space at the moment. Is that good? I feel like that is good. Maybe. Okay, well, all right. I'm worried. Okay.
As Crash Jones begins to pull out from his pack small bits of radio tubes and also electronics, perhaps some explosives, and begins to work quickly as possible in the dark. There's a rumble, a small earthquake, and his pack falls out on the floor and scatters in the darkness. He's going to have to gather them up if he's going to want to be able to make this trap. But as he's gathering, the Viridian Scarab Champion moves ever closer in the darkness. Will our hero be able to make this trap before it's too late? Only time will tell. Meanwhile,
we're gonna roll unlikely. Does Emerald get here?
yes. Meanwhile, above decks, Emerald, the Viridian Drinaxian Tiger, makes her way to the captain's quarters and leaps down the long shaft and lands perfectly in balance on the ground in the darkness. Sniffs, and using esoteric empathy, which is in no way related to psionics because only villains have psionics, sniffs and smells Crash Jones's scent and begins to charge further and further that way to find our Crash Jones. Crash, in the darkness, hears
Emerald. Atta gal. All right. If I can just make this trap quickly enough, I'm sure that she will hold off that one. All right. We are going to have to, let's see. You know what? I have got to pay the price, and my paying the price is going to be dealing with loss of supplies, which is going to be sacrifice resources. And we're going to get a -1 for a minor loss, which I think is going to be fine. When you suffer loss of resources while unprepared, envision this cause your hardship applies. We're good. So I'm going to just lose a little bit of my supplies. It's going to go down to 4, which... Okay. We need to secure advantage. We need to get our supplies that are in the dark. We're going to have to move quickly, right? So we're going to just try to scramble up to get all these supplies back in place. This is going to be secure an advantage. Now, here's the question. Do we get to take the advantage? Because I don't think we do. I know that our friend is here, but, well... She's going to help us with fighting, but we get to get a +1 to our roll, and we get an extra momentum on a hit if our ally, if our companion is directly helping. I think our companion is helping by trying to distract the champion, by attacking it. So I say that we get to take the extra bonus. This is what I think. I think it's only fair. Tell me if you think so. I feel like by having Emerald sort of like run interference, that's going to give us a little bit of extra time. This is my thought. If so, yes, we're going to use Edge to try to be swift about this. We're going to give ourselves the +1 bonus, and we're going to roll, trying to secure an advantage. Weak hit. On a hit, we get to increase our momentum because our companion was involved. which makes our momentum -1. On a hit, you're successful. On a strong hit, take both. On a strong hit with match, we can either take 2 momentum or get a +1 on our next move. Two momentum. Right? Yes. We're gonna take the 2 momentum, everybody. Yes.
Crash Jones, here's the clash between Emerald and this Scarab Champion. Quickly, with as much speed and haste as possible, Crash Jones gathers up all of the materials and begins once again to try to set this trap for this champion.
Okay. This, I believe, is face danger, because trying to build this bomb is going to be face danger. And unfortunately, it's not strength. It's going to have to be expertise, which again is not our best stat. But I do believe we're going to still get our +1 because we're getting the extra time, right? Because this person would be on us otherwise. So miss. We missed. I don't think I actually put my ad on. I'm so sorry. I have to re-roll that because I didn't put my ad from Emerald. So, pardon me. Still a miss. Okay. We fail. Dramatic turn of events. Our track advances. 3 out of 4. Oh, okay. I rolled real badly. We are going to pay the price. And our pay the price is going to have to be... I think we're going to have to lose momentum. Right? Because we are... Companion takes a hit. Oh no. Hold on a second. We've got to look at our friends and see, hey Emerald, how are you? Do you have a, no, you're a connection. You're not a companion, so you cannot take hits for us yet. Not yet. Well, in which case, we're going to have to lose momentum. Okay. This is a -1 momentum. We're going to lose a momentum, everyone, which pushes down at 0. And not what I want, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's see. What does this look like?
Crash Jones begins to put the pieces together to create a makeshift explosive device. But to make this explosive device, you need concentration. You need a steady hand. And as Crash Jones is about to set everything together, to set it right, he hears a yelp and vicious fighting between this creature and Emerald, his dear companion. This, of course, causes Crash to hesitate.
Oh no! Emerald?
And unfortunately, he must start again to reset the connections on this makeshift device. If Crash Jones can even do it.
This is not good. Maybe I can... I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't have much, but I have a knife. And I might be able to, perhaps, weaken at least some of the walls. If I can do that first, maybe I can work with the explosives later. Let me take out my knife. All right. I'm going to take out my knife, and I can perhaps weaken some of the structure around here. This is an old mine. It'll take a lot of strength to do so. But if I can just weaken enough, it might help.
Crash Jones takes out his old Bowie knife from the old faraway Terra, known as Earth, and begins start chipping away at some of the support beams that are holding up this part of the mine shaft.
This is, I think this is facing danger because hacking at a support beams in a mine shaft is clearly not safe. And this is going to be face danger using iron. I do believe, however, we're still going to get our bonus because we still have Emerald trying to slow things down for us. By the way, yes, okay. I can't look! Success with a match, everybody. Success with a match. I can't. Ah! Okay. All right. Okay. I can't believe it. All right. We are successful, and we also mark progress, but twice, because it is, and since this is dangerous, we get 2, but we get to do that twice. Yep. And because this was, we got a match, we got a hit with our companion helping us, we're going to be able to take an extra momentum, which, let's do that. And, okay.
There in the dark, setting aside the complex machinery, Crash Jones pulls out a Bowie knife, one given to him from his unit. And with that knife, he looks at one of the support beams and begins to hack at it, to weaken it. Right above him, and he can hear the sounds of the rocks creak, and the Viridian ore mines that are riddled through the rock begin to glow and pulse a little bit more, a little faster. Crash begins to continue to hack. Hopefully, he can weaken enough of these support beams before the beetle comes.
All right, hacking away. All right, I've hacked away at this. That's a lot, but I'm gonna need something else. What am I gonna need? I'm gonna need somehow to make this a little bit better. Well, I guess the best I can do is I've got to set these explosives. I've got to. This is wits, everyone. Not my best. Not my best. But that I only have... Do we risk it? No. I think what we do is this. I have to set up these explosives, but Emerald's out there tussling with that creature, and I don't know if she's okay. I've got to do something to pull it here. Hey! Hey, you big green hunk of stone! Why don't you pick on somebody your own size? Maybe that'll keep Emerald safe.
Crash Jones calls out into the darkness, alerting the Scarab Champion to exactly where Crash is, hopefully buying Emerald some time, some safety. by leading this creature towards where Crash is. Before Crash is finished, will this buy enough time? Will it happen?
We're securing an advantage using heart, because we are trying very much to draw this thing closer to us and away from our friend. Weak hit. That is going to give us an increase in our momentum. And we do secure advantage. We can either take 2 momentum or a +1 on our next roll. Okay. We could hit 4 momentum, which, yes, we take 2 to our momentum. That's what we do.
Crash Jones, calling out to the creature. The creature itself stops mid-swipe, right about to strike Emerald. And the creature begins to move down the hallway, closer to where Crash Jones is. Crash Jones must desperately set up this explosives before the creature gets there.
This is gonna be my friend's wits. With our +1 add, I would have taken it all, but I can't. I'm gonna try to set up these explosives before the creature gets here. What did I roll? Oh! We're facing danger. With these explosives, we get a strong hit. We get to add 1 to our momentum, because now the rules technically say when they're helping with what they're good at, but I actually do believe that that Emerald is attacking the beetle to give me more time. So I do think it counts. Like, there is a combat going on here, and we get a strong hit. And with a strong hit, facing danger, we get to do this. Oh, no match, so we just get to mark it once. Sorry, pardon me. Only once. We're at 6. This is risky, everyone. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Yes, if I can just attach these cables. Okay, I've got it. Now let me place these explosives right here, right by these support beams. All right, I've got the support beams. I've got the explosives. I know how to. I've got a tripwire. All I've got to do now is lead the creature right here. But I don't think I can do that without, well, without making myself bait rather than Emerald. All right, let's see. Come on, you blockhead! Let's go!
With that, Crash Jones leaps over the tripwire, rushes down the corridor until he can see the glowing green figure of the Drinaxian Viridian Scarab Champion. He takes a small rock and throws it at the beetle, trying to get it to focus on him.
This is going to be facing danger. But this is going to be with speed, mobility, or agility, which is edge, because I'm going to try to run back before it can actually engage with me. And I'm definitely getting my bonus from emerald for this. Strong hit. No match. Strong hit. Which means we also get to have one more momentum because our companion is helping us in this moment. Which means we're up to 6 momentum. Which... we're turning it around. That's because Emerald's here.
Crash Jones throws a small stone, and it hits the metallic and stone, sort of gemstone armor of the Viridian Scarab Champion, and it tinks off and echoes in the darkness. The Viridian Champion turns slowly, with a look of menace, its eyes glowing green in a pulsing way, with the pulse of a heartbeat, and gripping tighter on its halberd. It begins to charge at Crash Jones. Crash Jones turns around and begins sprinting back towards the trap that Crash Jones laid for this Beetle Scarab Champion. Crash Jones leaps over the tripwire, backs up right against the wall. There's nowhere else to go, and can hear the footsteps of the Viridian Scarab Champion. Closer, closer, closer.
And we are going to make our progress roll, everyone, and we're going to hope that at 8 will be enough. Will 8 be enough? I don't know, but I hope so. I don't know what this button does. I have no idea what it does. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, I'm rolling it. 8 is enough. I can't look. Ah! Weak hit. It's a weak hit, everyone. It's a weak hit. Okay. It's a weak hit. We are, at this moment, trying to finish the scene. On a weak hit, you succeed, but not without cost. You must pay the price. Make this a minor cost relative to the scope of the scene. Okay. Okay.
Crash Jones turns, runs. Unfortunately, the creature moves closer and closer and then stops, mere feet away from the tripwire, sensing something might be off. Crash Jones taunts it. And it is enough. The Scarab Champion steps forward and snaps the tripwire, but nothing happens. The explosive doesn't go off. Crash Jones is going to have to manually trip this explosive himself. But the beetle's upon him. What does he do? Crash Jones, full of bravery, because he is a true champion, runs towards the Scarab Champion, and with all of his skills as a baseball player, slides with his foot and hits the explosive device. And there's a tremendous explosion there in the darkness, with sound everywhere echoing, and quickly, the beams, the support beams, begin to fall. And they crumble, they break, they crack. There's a tremendous crack as the cave-in begins. Crash Jones realizes that there's almost no time, and he leaps forward in a somersault as the entire place begins to crumble and crash. And as it crumbles and crashes, unfortunately, there's a great pain in his side as some of the rocks collapse upon him. We, my friends, are going to have to pay the price, and it's going to have to be damage, because that's the only thing that makes sense.
So we are going to, we know what it is. We don't have to ask the Oracle for that. We're going to just pay the price. And paying the price is going to be endure harm. Please note, we're at 0 health. This is going to be 1 health, minus 1 health for harm. And if your health is 0, we have to roll. If my health is 0, I lose momentum equal to any remaining harm, which, by the way, we're going to lose 1 momentum, which is fine. And our momentum is now going to be a 5. We actually get 1 more momentum, by the way, because we got a hit with our friend helping us. Although, actually, she wasn't helping us with that one, so I don't think that one counts. Okay, but here's the thing. We, my friends, have to deal with what happens when we endure harm, because we just did. And we lost health at a 0, and that means something. And it's something big, because we were at 0, we have to lose another one. We have to roll resist. So we have to resist this. I don't know about you, everybody, but we have to resist our injuries. And we may face death right now. We could die, is what I'm trying to tell you. And I wanted to go maybe, I think we're good. Okay, so we're gonna, health or iron. Our health is 0, but our iron is 2. We're gonna try to resist. Our friend will not help us with this one. So miss. Give me a second, everyone. This is a miss. But we could burn our momentum. On a miss, it's worse than I thought. Suffer an additional minus health or lose momentum. If your health is 0, you must also mark wounded or permanently harmed or roll on the table below. So, the question is, do we this is what we're going to do, everybody. We're going to do something we haven't done before. We just failed. We could burn our momentum and get a weak hit. If we did, we could lose momentum and get 1 health back, which could be great, right? Everyone, I think we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, shall we? Well, before we do risk it for the biscuit, let me just look to see what face death happens. What happens here? When you encounter a situation where death is an immediate or unavoidable outcome, you are dead. When you are instead brought to the brink of death with a chance for recovery or redemption, roll heart. On a strong hit, you are cast back in the mortal world. On a weak hit, choose 1. You die, but not before making a noble sacrifice. Envision your final moments. There is more to be done. Envision what is revealed or asked via death's door, and swear an iron vow to complete an extreme quest. You return to the mortal world and must mark doomed. When you complete the death-bound quest, clear the impact. On a miss, you're dead. Oh my goodness. You know what? I think we burn momentum. Don't you think? I think we do. I think we burn momentum is what I think we do. Let's do that, shall we? Let's burn our momentum. Oh no, actually I think we can't burn momentum because we have to beat it, ties lose. So burning momentum will not help us. Burning momentum will not help us. So, okay, well, okay, everyone. So we can either mark wounded or permanently harmed, or roll on the table below. Okay. We can roll on the table below. If our options are 1 through 10, you suffer mortal harm, face death. 11 through 20, you're dying. Within an hour or two, you must heal and raise your health above 0 or face death. 21 to 35, you're unconscious and out of action. If left alone, you come back to your senses in an hour or two. If you're vulnerable to ongoing harm, face death. 36 to 50, you're reeling. If you engage in any vigorous activity before taking a breather, roll on this table again. Or 51 to 100, you're still standing. So, Voltio, when we burn momentum, our momentum is reset to 2. And then we'd have to, like, build our momentum back up again. So here's the question. Y'all, here's the question. Do we mark wounded or permanently harmed, or do we roll on this table below? Oh, actually, I also have to basically lose... Sorry, I have to lose 2 momentum is a thing I have to do because of this, which puts us at 3 momentum. That's a thing I just have to do, which makes me very sad because I like having momentum. And I must either mark wounded or permanently harmed or roll on the table below. Well, let's see. What do we think? I'll tell you what we'll do. We're just gonna look up wounded and see what happens. Well, we've endured some harm. Wounded or permanently harmed. Yeah, let's see what that does for us. What does wound, because this, we're gonna just look it up to find out what wounded does, because maybe it's not so bad. I mean, it's probably bad. An impact is a status such as wounded or traumatized. And I believe what happens here, yeah, so misfortunes. Wounded may be marked when you're at 0 health and fail to endure harm. You're severely injured. As with all impacts, misfortunes affect your maximum momentum and momentum reset. In addition, if you are wounded, shaken, or unprepared, you cannot increase the associated condition meter. So if we get wounded, we cannot increase our health. If a move gives you an opportunity to raise your health, spirit, or supply, while that's marked, you can't take that option. You must clear the impact before improving the related condition meter. It can be cleared when you succeed on an appropriate recover move. Okay. I think we're gonna have to take wounded. Because we could... Oh. We do it, right? We do it? Yes? Okay. I'm worried about this, my friends, but we're gonna take... Yeah, I feel like a boulder fell on our leg. We're gonna take wounded. Because we are wounded, I'm gonna note that we've got misfortunes, Then we've got lasting effects, permanently harmed, traumatized, and then we have burdens, doomed, tormented, or indebted. But we are wounded, and that means that our reset has gone down to 1. So when we burn momentum, we only get 1 momentum rather than 2.
As the cave-in comes and Crash Jones rolls out of the way, there's a sickening crack as a large boulder falls upon his leg. Trapping him underneath his leg, underneath the rubble. What will Crash Jones do? Injured, broken leg, in the darkness. But he is not alone. Out of nowhere, Emerald emerges, and with her big, long, sharp claws delicately grabs, closes her mouth around Crash Jones's shoulder, and begins to pull, and try to pull Crash Jones free. Will Crash Jones be pulled free? Will Crash Jones survive? What is happening above? What is happening at the heart of the vault? What is its secret purpose? Where's Dread Liege Dalton? The last we saw Dread Liege, they were there being confronted by Baron Severinus Winter, an evil Zodani agent. Well, to find out, you'll have to wait until after this break. Please take a 10-minute intermission, and while there, please drink Starbeam chocolate milk. It's malted, and it is good for you. And stretch your legs, drink your beverage, and remember, GDCO is the place to go for secure transport if you're flying across the galaxy. Please return in 10 minutes, and our Crash Jones will be with you.
Everyone, we just took wounded. Oh my gosh. Crash Jones, leg pinned underneath the boulder. Also, though, the Scarab Beetle is also pinned underneath the boulder, so that's okay. And Emerald's trying to pull Crash Jones free. And what's happening above? Well, we'll find out at the break, everyone. At the break. At the break, we're going to find out. We're going to screw around and also find out. And I kind of cannot handle it. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to drink my beverage. I'm going to eat some brownie. And when we come back, we will find out what happens next. And yeah, we're going to go to break and we're going to read all the messages afterwards because I cannot handle it. I need to eat a brownie. We'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone. 10 minutes. Whoa! Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to part 2. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I've got to do this the right way. We can't cheat. You know what I mean? We can't cheat. So let's do this the right way.
Welcome back, Space Cadets, to the second half of episode 5 of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Drinax Barbarian, the thrilling conclusion to this serial drama. Welcome back, everyone. When last we left our hero, Crash Jones had defeated and vanquished the Drinaxian Viridian Scarab Champion automaton, but in the process of causing a cave-in to trap the Scarab Champion, Crash Jones himself was caught underneath the rubble as it fell, noting a sickening, cracking sound as a large boulder hit his leg. Whatever shall he do? Well, one thing he shall do is note a giveaway in chat, and I want to say, yes, there is it, pardon me.
There is a merch store! And also, by the way, I set up the merch command. I set it up so it is now alive and available. Boop, 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 boop. That's not how you spell it. But if you want to be in on that giveaway, which is for a mug, type in enter. And also, I have a command now. And it's like coolness. I'm so excited for my life. So excited.
And so, will Crash Jones survive? Emerald, the dangerous, bloodthirsty Viridian tiger from Drinax that Crash Jones saved and tussled with, wraps her long, dangerous, saber-toothed fangs around Crash's shoulder and pulls. The effort is profound. But with one tug, Emerald pulls Crash Jones free.
Thank you, girl. You pulled me safe. You saved me. I suppose the question I have now is, how do we get out of here? We've got to find our way into the inner sanctum of this vault to find out what the ancient artifact is that is here, and also get the information on how to go and how it got here. How did this ship get here? That's something that we have to find out. My leg hurts. What am I gonna do? I don't know. But this place is dangerous. Strange. Hey, Emerald, do you think you could carry me the way? You're a good scout. Come on, let's go.
With that, Crash Jones limps up, standing to his full height, and clambers aboard Emerald. And Emerald takes off into the darkness, searching for the way out, up, or deeper in.
Everyone, we are going to, because we have full and complete momentum. This is very creepy, what we got here going on sound-wise. And I like it. I approve. We are going... you like the Zorkness of the classic Papa Frog? As do I. Hey, Mikey B. Sits Frog Sit, welcome. Congratulations on winning our mug. How awesome. It's delicious. Also,
you can drink inside of it your Starbeam chocolate milk. It's malted, and it's good for your bones.
So excited. You may or may not know this, we have a full 10 momentum on our progress clock to get to the sanctum. So I think what we do is we roll to finish that expedition. So we're gonna do it. Because we were just waiting on our way out. And let's go. Strong hit. I feel like our life is turning around. On a strong hit, you reach your destination and complete your survey. Mark a reward on your discovery legacy track per expedition rank. Oh, nice. Okay. So, we are going to make our way into the inner sanctum. Josh Meehan! Josh, I have a question for you. There's a thing that I want to do, and I wanted to ask your question. I wanted to ask you a question. Josh, I want to do a giveaway, a Starforged giveaway. Do you think we can? Because I'd like, because it's our last one, hopefully, for today, and I would love to. And if let me know. Because if we can, then we should do it at the end. So, yes? Yes! Okay, we get to do a giveaway for Ironsworn Starforged at the very, very end. And I'm very excited. So we have just succeeded with a strong hit to finish our expedition. Which means this was a dangerous one. So we get to mark a reward on Discovery's legacy track. So we get 2 ticks. Why don't we do that? We are here. We get 2 ticks. Oh, no, sorry. Wrong one. On our Discoveries track. Boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completely filled 1 box, which is really good, which means we get XP, which means we get to, we're not there yet. Once we will get there. We'll get there. But
Crash Jones, riding astride Emerald, makes their way through the labyrinthine, old ancient mine. Emerald, being one with nature, not having psionic powers, but being one with nature, is able to intuit a secret crack in the wall that will get them closer to where they need to go. Shimmying through this small crack in the darkness, they make their way further, until they come to what must be the inner sanctum.
my friends, we have an oracle to do. We need to find out from our vault what the inner sanctum looks like. A blasted or wrecked area. Yes. Yes.
Emerald shimmies through a fissure in the walls and slowly but surely creeps with a very injured Crash Jones deeper. They hear the sounds of battle, perhaps. There's the smell of seawater in their nostrils. As they move closer in the darkness, deeper and deeper they see light, a strange light, as if perhaps there is dawn. And as they move closer and closer, they see a large open vista.
Oh, also, there's a new giveaway. There's a new giveaway. Also, I need to make sure that that is actually in quotation marks. That's what I want. It's gonna be a notebook. Our notebooks are cool. Notebooks are cool, y'all.
Before,
Type exclamation point enter.
before them, they see a strange battlefield. It is as if they are in a cavern. The space opens up to a large cavern. Above them, on the ceiling of the cavern, is the end of the USS Hornet, as if it crashed through the top of the cavern, and the Hornet's edge, you can see its large propellers, but it is broken and open. And before them, on the floor of the cavern, everywhere about them, they see ruined, wrecked vehicles. They see palisades, they see concertina wire, barbed wire, berms, sandbags. It is as if it is some sort of battlefield. But on this battlefield, they also see not just the marks and signs of war, but they see a 1937 Ford, broken, cracked. They see a light post. They see a rocking horse. They see the flotsam and jetsam of a planet and a world lost and forgotten. They move slowly. Crash Jones's leg broken, throbbing. And all throughout this battlefield, there are large chunks of Viridian gemstone jutting out of the ground. But onward they go, towards a hum, towards some sort of sound.
Everyone. Sound. Sound is what I need. I need this. There it is. Yeah. BP Phantom, congratulations.
Out of nowhere, the sound of the radio crackles. And Crash Jones can hear the sound of Art Tatum begin the begin. Crash Jones and Emerald move closer and closer to the sound amidst the wreckage of a civilization long lost.
We are going to roll for the purpose of this vault and see what it gives us. Manufacturing of machines or devices. Ooh. Okay. Manufacturing. Oh, hey, by the way, we got a strong hit, did we not? Did we get a strong hit? I feel like we might have done. Reach the heart of the vault and access our data. It was a strong hit, but it wasn't on a match. Okay. So, the manufacture of machines or devices is the purpose. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I also see you, Hawkeye. Okay.
As they move closer and closer towards the sounds of the radio, Crash Jones astride Emerald. They come upon a door, a large metal door, recessed inside the living rock of this battlefield. Crash Jones turns the handle, pulls it open, and inside there's a room. The room itself is full No. It was clearly some sort of factory. There's an assembly line. There are welding material forms. But what is very clear is that there are no workers, and whatever they were working on has been taken. There's just one lone radio in the back, and that radio is broken beyond repair.
What is this place? It seems to have... I don't know. It seems as if this place was creating radios? Why? I don't understand. What... Wait, let me think. Radios are ways to share information, right? So... this must be some form of information. It's perhaps this might be where the information was stored about how they got here. But there are no radios left. What happened to them? Where did they go? I am going to want to make a move here right now, by the way. If you do not mind, I'm going to want to make a move which is gather information. When you search for clues, conduct investigation, analyze evidence, or do research, roll wits. So we're going to roll wits and see what we can find. Okay, wits... do we get aid from... I think for right now we say no, because our... Well, I think that... Here's the thing. I think that Emerald is a scout, right? That's like... She's like a stalker, right? She's a stalker, like a fighting stalker type. And I think that that means we probably get aid. Let me see. Roll... Let's check, because there are technical roles for our people. Hey, Volinar. Let's see what we have. Roll. I just want to roll for my allies, my connections. What are their roles? Yeah. I feel like we can pick it. And so she's a what's the word? Alpha predator. Right? Alpha Predator. And I feel like that means that we should be able to get a bonus from her, because she should help us be able to sniff out things and find stuff. So we'll roll wits, but we should get a +1. Right? We should get a +1. And let us see what we get. And Apex Predator. Apex Predator. Absolutely. So we're rolling wits. A miss, and it's matched. That's bad. That's bad. And we cannot get around that at all. Okay. On a miss, your investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price. Ooh. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. But, yeah. I'm going to go to pay the price right now, but I know what it is. It's, make the most obvious negative outcome happen. And then we're going to have to go and, get some of that suffer consequences. Yeah. And we are going to have to, Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Come on, Emerald. We can, there's gotta be some clue here for what's happened. Let's see. What's that? And this is like a miss with like a badness, right? Like it's a match badness, so it's especially bad. So it's gonna be bad. We're gonna make it bad. Come on, girl. We can figure out what's going on. What's that? Also, Emerald is also clearly part lassie. What do you got there? Come on, take me there.
Emerald, with her very sensitive nose, begins to stalk and creep towards a corner of this room. They see, moving slowly, signs of struggle, of a scuffle. There was some sort of fight here. But what was it? As they go deeper into the far end of this factory, there, Crash Jones sees it. In the corner, covered in blood, is Dread Liege Dalton's ceremonial Viridian Tonto.
No! Oh my goodness! Gee whiz! This belongs to Dalton. And it's here, covered in blood. And what is that? That's a scrap of their tunic. Something bad has happened to Dread Liege Dalton. And the blood is sticky. How long were we down there? However long we were. We were down there so long that we weren't able to save Dread Liege Dalton from whoever it was that did this. This is my fault. My friends, we are going to endure stress. And this is a serious stress because Dread Liege Dalton has been captured, kidnapped. So we are going to have to lose 2 momentum because this is, this is serious. The momentum is not going downwards, so just note that it decided to be funky. It sometimes does that. We are going to have to roll. We have 1 momentum. We're going to have to roll resist. We're going to roll heart. And I think, yeah, this is it. We just have to roll heart. This is what we got. Season 2, Crash to find rescue Dalton. Yes. We're going to roll our heart. I don't think we get any bonuses here. And we're going to find out what happens. A weak hit. On a weak hit, if you are not shaken, which we're not, you may lose momentum in exchange for 1 spirit. Otherwise, press on. We will lose 1 momentum, taking us down to 0 momentum, and we will get back 1 spirit. And I'm pretty sure that will probably not go for me, but we shall see. Oh, hey, it did. It worked. And so actually our momentum is down to 0. Sometimes it works first, sometimes it doesn't. How does this work? Listen. Someone's taken Dalton. We can't let that stand. But this ceremonial Viridian Tonto has blood on it. And I bet you anything this blood does not belong to Dalton. If there's blood on their blade, that means that they struck someone and they struck them hard. Which means Dalton's alive. And wherever Dalton is, I will find them. I will find them. And I will save them. I will comb this galaxy if I have to. Emerald, I think we failed. We don't have any data except these those small crystals in my pocket. I don't know if we can bring that back. But it's something. And we've got to find something so that I can make a sword. And yes, indeed, it is an oath. We shall take the oath. And this oath is going to be, we're going to take a vow, but we need to make this vow. This is what we're going to do.
Crash Jones steps back out of the old abandoned factory, back into this battleground, and searches for something with which to make their sword.
By the way, I do believe this is now progress on both of those vows here. And we're going to give ourselves, because we have a vow, we have reached a milestone. And we are going to then mark progress for both of these. But I actually don't think... Well, we did get info. We did.
Crash Jones allows Emerald to carry him back out into the battlefield. And they scour the detritus of the old home Crash Jones once had been a part of, seeking something.
I'm going to make a roll, which will be for Crash Jones's vow for the sword, but not for the information from Marion. And I believe that is going to be I think it's check for gear. Because I think we're trying to find something. Could be, I don't think it's secured advantage. I think it's check for gear. So I think we're gonna have to roll supply. Which our supply is currently at 4. But we're gonna get a +1 for help from Emerald, who's gonna help us search for things. And this is supply, other. Okay, I have a thought about what this could be, but let us roll first. We have no momentum. Strong hit, which means we are able to gain 1 momentum because we got help from Emerald. And on a strong hit, you have it and are ready to act, and you take 1 momentum, which means your momentum's 2.
As Emerald bears the injured Crash Jones across this battlefield, Crash Jones looks up.
There! Over there. Come on, Emerald. That's where we gotta go.
Emerald brings Crash Jones to a small part of the battlefield, and there, in a heap, is the wreckage of a Spitfire plane. The exact plane that Crash Jones flew.
By the way, this is progress. and it's important. So I'm going to get that progress here.
Crash Jones pulls out some tools and removes the large propeller blade from this Spitfire.
Emerald, I'm going to forge my iron sword out of the propeller of this Spitfire. And this will be the sword that I wield. Come on, take me back to the factory, and I'm going to try to make it from there. I saw some tools. If I'm going to make an oath to rescue Dread Liege Dalton, I want that oath to be made on the sword that will say that I'm Ironsworn. Come on.
As they move out back, we can see the name on the Spitfire. The Danvers. Emerald brings the broken Crash Jones into the factory, and Crash Jones, leaning heavily upon Emerald, begins work to forge this sword.
I'm going to roll for my vow to see how we go. Miss with a match. We rolled a 10, but we got matched 10s. How does this happen? We rolled a 10 because we had a 10, but we got bad 10s. Let us try to, what does it say? We try to fulfill our vow. When you reach the end of your quest, roll the challenge dice to compare your progress. On a strong hit, that's not what happened. On a weak hit, not what happened. On a miss, your vow is undone through an unexpected complication or realization. Envision what happens and choose one. Give up the quest and forsake your vow. Recommit to the quest. Roll both challenge dice and take the lowest value and clear that number of progress boxes. Then raise the vow's rank by 1, if not already epic. Okay, we cannot forsake this vow. This is too important. We're going to roll both challenge die, and we're going to see what this looks like. Y'all. We rolled a 9 and a 4. So that's a 4. We have to clear 4 of these. And this goes from dangerous to formidable if we want to do this. Okay. Let's see.
Crash Jones begins toiling, struggling to craft this sword out of an ancient artifact from his home. It takes him hours. And after a number of hours of toiling, his broken leg throbbing, but him ignoring the pain, he crafts what should be perfect. And as he raises the sword up, smiling as it glints in the light, there is a sound. a strange sound. It's the radio. On the radio, he can hear something crackling to life.
Oh, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I want this. Yes, yes, yes. Give me a second. I think I have it. I have been making tools for you all people. How about, I think this will do it.
Crash! Crash! Where are you? It's cold. There's something strange. There are all these strange sounds here. Psionic sounds. Resonances. I don't know what they mean, and I don't know where you are. Have you forgotten me? I don't know if you can hear me, but Baron's Winter. He says he knows your weakness. And that you will never stop him. Or the Zerdanic consulate. I'm hurt. And I am stuck here. I don't know if I'll... He's coming.
And as the musical sounds start to overcome the broken radio that is plugged into nothing, the sounds get louder and louder. And Crash Jones starts feeling this in every bit of his being. Ah! Oh! What's going on? Ah! And then his sword that he forged new begins to vibrate along with the frequency waves coming out of the radio. Crash Jones moves forward with the sword, aiming to destroy it. But as he moves the sword, the newly forged sword, through the air before it can hit the radio, it shatters into a million pieces. The psionic powers are strong. And a small piece embeds itself into Crash's shoulder. A small splinter. A sign that this was not strong enough. Perhaps he was not strong enough. He needs to find something stronger. A stronger artifact. A stronger source of iron. Cold iron. No other iron will do. If he is to vanquish the Zodani, if he is to prove that he can be a great Ironsworn knight, he cannot use just any iron. He must use cold iron, and that is very difficult to find in this universe. Bleeding, harmed. Crash Jones places his hand on his heart, and the sliver of propeller iron that is lodged there
Dalton Danvers. Dread Liege Danvers, I swear by the piece of iron propeller embedded in my flesh, I will find you and I will rescue you. I will not leave you wherever this barren winter has you locked up. And I will find cold iron, and I will use that to forge my sword. And I will take it, and I will use it to free you. But we've got to get out of here. We've got to hope that maybe we can take the small crystals that I have from the radio, maybe this one here, and get back to Millie. At least maybe I can do that. Come on. Let's go.
And with that, Crash Jones climbs upon Emerald, and they begin to move out of the vault.
My friends, what we're going to do here is that this vow is now formidable, but we do have the means to retreat, to get back to Millie. To do this, though, we have to do a couple of things. First things first, we need to get out of here. And in order to do that, because we did an expedition to get in, I think to get out, we need to, it's set a course, right? We need to sort of make our way out to get out of this place, but we don't have to do a full expedition. When you follow a known route through a perilous space, cross hazardous terrain, or within a mysterious site, roll supply, which is what we will do. Which, by the way, is a 4, but because we are atop Millie, Emerald, I do believe that we should be able to get our bonus. We're gonna roll. Weak hit, but we get a momentum because we're being aided by Emerald, which means our momentum is up to 3. You arrive, but faced a cost or complication. Choose one. Suffer cost en route, make a suffer move, or 2 suffer moves, or face complication at the destination. Envision what you encounter. It's a complication. Yeah.
Crash Jones, astride Emerald, begins to move carefully, stealthily, back through the vault. As they move, there are signs of struggle, of fight. As they move and pick their way out of the mines and back into the ship itself, the USS Hornet, they move slowly upwards, to make their way to the deck, and then travel, of course, back home. Back to their ship. When they arrive...
Oh, by the way, I have to put this down. I've got to go and say, so sorry, I need to make a vow now, because I made the vow. I need to add it. We have a vow. And the vow, I believe, is going to be rescue Dread Liege Dalton from the clutches of Baron Severinus Winter. right? And I do believe that this is a formidable vow. I think this is not easy to do. So we have now undertaken a formidable vow. And, oh, by the way, this is actually wrong. This should be here. And that's... No, we were right. We were right. We were right. What was I thinking? We're good. So...
As they make their way out, they're able to bypass the Flying Star Guard from the Royal Palace. Our hero Crash does not want to tussle with whatever's happening. They sneak their way back through the jungles of Drinax, all the way back to their ship. And when they arrive, Crash can see before him his ship. The ship that he cares dearly for. Unfortunately, the ship does not stand alone. As they approach through the jungle underbrush, they can see Blood Raptor Kai and his scavengers patrolling around the ship.
Jungle. Excuse me. I've got jungle sounds. I gotta get my jungle sounds. Planet side. I can't believe they're here. I'm injured. I can't. Everything's broken. How can I fight Blood Raptor Kai? No, you can't. Emerald. We've traveled so far together. You've saved my life. I don't want you to... We can take him together.
But the look in Emerald's eyes shows that Emerald knows that Crash is in no space to fight this villain. And with a great leap, Emerald crashes through the underbrush and charges after Blood Raptor Kai. Blood Raptor Kai gives chase. Blood Raptor Kai and the travelers, they begin to run. Yes, that is Crash Jones's pet tiger. If we catch that tiger, we catch Crash Jones. Come on, let's go! And as the scavengers and Blood Raptor Kai chased after Emerald, away from the ship and into the jungles, going farther and farther, not to be seen. Crash Jones watches them go, then drags himself up to the ship, knowing that Emerald drew them away so that Crash could regain entrance to the Francine safely. As Crash opens the ship hatch, he wonders,
will I ever see you again? So many people sacrificed themselves for me. Am I worth it? I don't know. June, I'm back. It's been terrible. I gained and lost 2 friends today. and realized I had more enemies than I thought I ever did. We've got to get back. We've got to find Millie. At least I've got to do something right today. What we're going to do is give her what we found, and maybe it will be enough. I don't know. But we've got to get off this planet of Drinax. Find out what we can find. I wanted to bring Emerald with me, but I suppose I can't. But I will be back. I'll find you again. Come on, June. Let's go.
And with that, Crash Jones alights aboard the old ancient imperial ship, the fighter ship, the Francine, that he rides. Broken leg still, he and June fly through space, heading back away from Drinax towards that one planet. A planet where they may meet their contact.
My friends, we are in a whole bunch of stuff. We need to go to our sector map. This is what we need to do. And we need to go to Clark, to Paradox Station. To get there, we're going to have to set a course because this is not a difficult thing to do. And we're going to do that. Should be an easy roll, you know. We roll supply is what we do. Ooh. Okay. We have no aid, unfortunately. Nothing here. Nothing. Or how about our spaceship? Will that help us? Your armed multi-purpose spaceship is suited for interstellar and atmospheric flight. It can, okay, when you advance, you may spend experience to equip this vehicle. Nope, nothing there. Okay, well, we're going to roll it. We don't get any help. We're going to be rolling some supply to see if we can make it back to the station without complications, because it's been a rough day so far. A weak hit. Why am I rolling 10s? On a weak hit, you arrive, but face a cost or complication. Choose one. Returning to the station, we have to set a course to get there. We are going to, let's see, face a complication at the destination or make a suffer move or 2 suffer moves. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. All right. Let us... Yeah, we'll probably have to lose extra fuel. If we lose extra fuel, I feel like that's going to mean it's a cost or complication. Let's see. We can lose some supply. Is what we'll do. See, complication means... No, but that's not a complication. Enemies waiting for you is a lot. How about... Let's go and sacrifice some resources, which is like a minor loss of resources. So our supply is going to go down by 1 more, which we are in trouble, is what we are. We're limping in. Yeah, I will note.
as Crash Jones flies back to Clark towards Paradox Station. It seems as if, while Blood Raptor Kai... Here's how we're going to do it. While Blood Raptor Kai and the scavengers left, chasing after Emerald, it seems they also left a surprise. They had drained some of Crash Jones's fuel, and Crash Jones realized that as they are on their way, right getting close to Paradox, they don't have enough fuel to land safely.
Gonna have to make a roll, because we've been sabotaged. We're gonna have to, I think... I think this is either a face danger or react under fire. Which one is it? I think it might be face... Oh, hey, by the way, we took a break, which means we get a +1 on our momentum, which I forgot to give ourselves. What is wrong with me? Because we clearly get at least 1 bonus to our momentum there. And I just want to say for the record that we deserve that momentum boost, right? Oh, Max, having so much fun. We are in trouble. We're at a 3 momentum is where we're at, by the way, because of that. So, I just want to get my momentum for that one. Okay, so we can face danger. We're gonna face danger, right? And we're gonna have to face danger with speed, mobility, or agility with edge, because basically they drained, like we're out of fuel. And I believe I've got some things for this. As an ace pilot, because I'm an ace pilot, when I face danger, ace pilot, by guiding my vehicle through a hazard or out of harm's way, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So.
Crash Jones flies Francine towards Paradox Station, but as they get closer, they see that their fuel tanks are dangerously low. The Blood Raptor Kai drained their fuel tanks, and now they're overheating. If Crash can get into the station without overheating, they'll be safe. If not, well, these are desperate times.
We're gonna roll edge with a +1. And let's see what that does, because it could be anything. It could be doom. It could be, who knows? It's a strong hit. It's a strong hit, everybody. I kind of want to run the Alone Against the Cthulhu series on stream. Do it. Go ahead, do it. I did Alone Against the Flames, but do it. I love it. I say yes. We get 1 momentum. We're up at 4 right now, for the record. Are you kidding? Look, I did Alone Against the Flames. It was great, and you have to tell me when you do it so I can know, so I can see. I can watch. You know what? I was able to fly through flak from the German lines. If I can fly through that, I can land this bird even without fuel. Come on, June. We got this.
Crash Jones is able to expertly fly the ship as it rumbles and shakes. As the engines overheat, Crash Jones may not have flown a spaceship as long as Crash Jones has flown a Spitfire, but Crash Jones is expert at such things. Crash Jones cuts his engines and is able to glide the ship through the lack of atmosphere, through the emptiness of space, dodging through force of will and skill small asteroids along the way. But of course, is Crash Jones able to land without any fuel inside of a space station? Well, no one could do that. Could they? Crash Jones waits. spins the ship around, and at the very last moment uses the very last burst of fuel to just counteract the momentum just enough to get Crash Jones a landing. It's a rough landing, but a landing it is, and a landing that does not cause doom. A perfect landing. Crash Jones steps out of the ship.
June. Thanks. Thanks. Good flying. Thanks, June. You know what? We've got to meet Millie. Something's got to go right. Stay here, don't let anybody in. And, I'll be back. Don't you go anywhere.
With that, Crash Jones leaves the docking area. By the way, Paradox Station is brought to you by GD Co. It is a general development company space station, the best, the most technologically advanced, and also the most comfortable station there is. Crash Jones makes his way through the teeming masses of Paradox Station and into that small back alley bar, the White Rabbit, where he normally finds Millie Belloq. As he steps in, he scans the crowded and smoky space, and out in the corner, he sees her. Hair smooth, wavy, dramatic eyebrows, smoking a cigarette that she lights with her cybernetic hand. He walks up to her.
By the way, I believe that this here is our final progress. I feel like we can mark this as progress to get there with the data.
Crash Jones places the radio crystals upon the table in front of her.
Well, Millie, I've been on quite an adventure, and I hope that that data might tell you something. We're going to see. Good night, Max. We're going to try to fulfill this vow if we can. We'll see what happens. I'm very concerned. A weak hit. Why do I roll 10s? Why do I roll 10s? Why do I do it? Why? I don't know. Okay. On a weak hit, let's see, on a strong hit, your vow is fulfilled. Mark a reward on your quest's legacy track based on its rank. So we get 2 ticks. On a weak hit as above, but there is more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest. If you swear an iron vow to set things right, take your full legacy reward. Otherwise, make the reward 1 rank lower. Yeah, I think what it is, I think we're going to just have to take half, right? So this is going to be, we're going to go to our legacy track, right? And here we are with our, what is it? It's our quests, if I believe correctly. And we're only going to get 1 tick rather than 2. Because it was, shall we say, not all the data.
Millie Belloq, shady archaeologist, takes the crystals and one by one places them inside of a small socket attached to her cybernetic arm, and then she begins to read. Interesting. All right. Yes. Where are the rest of the crystals?
I'm sorry, those are all I could get.
Crash, this was all you could get.
This is not nearly enough information. All I could find was the beginning of a puzzle of mystery, not the end of it. Where is the rest of the information, Crash? I think it must have been taken by someone called Severinus Winter? Baron Severinus Winter? I think he is Zodani. I know of him. He's very dangerous, Crash, and you are bleeding. Yeah, I am. I don't feel so well. Well, let me get you a whiskey, and I'll see what I can do about your leg. Come on. Are you going to tell me what was in that data? Oh, of course, but only after you've healed. So Crash is not going to get some data that he really needs, but we are going to try to heal. If we can. We have a heal, which, if you receive treatment from someone, roll iron. I can sojourn! When you spend time recovering with a community, roll heart. This is a safe refuge. You and your allies may each choose 2 recover moves. Heal, heart, and repair, resupply. Instead of rolling, assume an automatic strong hit for each. An individual move can be taken more than once. On a weak hit, oh, this is interesting. Okay. We can sojourn. This gives us 2. Okay, so.
Millie Belloq grabs a hold of Crash as he begins to sink. And his eyes begin to unfocus as he begins to lose consciousness. The last thing he can remember is Millie Belloq carrying him out of the bar. He can vaguely hear the sounds of the streets of Paradox Station. Walking upstairs. And as he can hear himself being laid down on a bed, he passes out.
So, we're going to roll heart, and we're going to see what happens. We've got 4 momentum, for the record, which is not great, but we're rolling heart, which is our best stat, and Millie is one of our contacts, and she's in Drinax, which is great for us, but what is her role? She is a shady archaeologist. Does she get to help us? I don't think we get the bonus for her. I don't think we get the bonus. She's a shady archaeologist. I don't think that's going to give us the bonus. But we're going to roll heart, and we will see what we can do. Do we have any, We have no sojourn businesses, but we're going to roll it. It's a miss. This is what happens when we have a shady archaeologist as our friend. On a miss, choose 1. The community needs your help or makes costly demand in exchange for safe harbor. Envision what they ask of you. If you do it or swear not about to see it done, resolve this move as a strong hit. If you find no relief and the situation grows worse, pay the price. Volpez, she didn't give him the wrong phrase. The shopkeep in the Drinaxian Palace is the one who gave him the wrong phrase.
As Crash Jones begins to fall under the influence of what seems to be some sort of painkiller, he can hear Millie's voice, as if it is very distant, speak to him.
Crash, I'm going to stabilize your leg. I have the ability to do this, but Crash, the information you gave me was not complete. I'm going to need you to get something else for me. I, of course, can help you, but I need you to get something for me. There is a book. A book made of bone. An ancient book. It is called the Book of the Damned. It's a very, very rare archaeological artifact that I need for my collection. I need you to swear to me, Crash, that you will find the Book of the Damned and bring it to me. First, before you do anything else. And if you do so, I can perhaps help you find the Baron Severinus Winter. We are going to take this... Millie, I swear, in the Spitfire propeller embedded in my shoulder, I will find the Book of the Damned and bring it to you.
And sworn this vow. Crash Jones drifts off to sleep, not seeing the mysterious smile that creeps across Millie Belloq's face. Is Millie Belloq an ally, an enemy? Why does she want this Book of the Damned?
I get to make 2 moves because we took this iron vow. So let's we've got a lot of challenges, my friend. We've got a new vow. And this new vow, by the way, we did get this data, but it is not enough, sadly. I wish it were more, but it is not. But we can clear this, which we shall do. Where is it? The old world artifact. Oh, we still have to do that one, but the data done. We need to make a new vow. And this vow is going to be formidable, I'm afraid. And that is retrieve the mysterious Book of the Damned for Millie Belloq. It's really great that she's got a Crash Jones. If he does, she will give him info on where to find not Baron Winter, but Cold Iron. Speaking of a Cyberpunk Cthulhu crossover, GURPS had a Cthulhu Punk, and this is going to be, unfortunately, formidable. That is a formidable vow. But we get to make 2 moves, and we're going to be going for health and spirit as she ministers to him. Let's see what we got. We have got, we'll take heal. We'll do heal first, which is iron. Oh, no, your allies, we get 2. We get to assume a strong hit for each. So, we get to assume a strong hit because she's very good at what she does. With a heal, with a strong hit, the care is helpful. Clear the impact, which we're no longer wounded. Thank goodness. And we get to heal 2 health. which we will do. Bring our health back up to 2, which I am excited about. Let's pretend that it's 2. That is why you sojourn. That's really good. And then I think we're going to have to take Hearten, which will put us at... Hearten gives us what? Hello, Hearten. Whoop. When you socialize your NPC or find a moment of peace, roll heart, but we get a strong hit. So we're not shaken. Otherwise, we get to take 2 spirit. If you make this as a sojourn move, we get to take 1 more. So we get to heal 3 spirit, which will bring us up to a 4. So we, at this moment, have... That's not going to go for us. We have 2 health, 4 spirit, and 3 supply. And also we have 4 momentum. And that will be our healing. And that will also be... Oh no, we have to end this the right way, right? We have to end this the way you end things.
Sometime later, Crash Jones, still with a bit of a limp, holding on to Dread Liege Dalton's ceremonial Viridian Tonto, makes his way back to his ship, Francine. He pats the hull and opens the door.
June, I'm home. We have got a quest. We've taken a vow. If we want to save Dread Liege Dalton, if we want to see Emerald again, if we want to be able to have a sword worthy of us, so that we can be worthy of it, so that we might be a knight to help save the universe, we have got to find the Library of the Damned. Come on, June. I may still be injured, but let's go.
And with that, Crash Jones fires up the engines of Francine and flies off into space. This will be a dangerous and deadly sort of mission. Will Crash survive? Will Crash be able to find the mysterious Library of the Damned? Well, for that, my friends, you will have to join us for another installment at another time of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Library of the Damned.
Ha ha ha. My friends, we are technically not done just yet. Crash has taken off into space, but we have a few things to do. One of which is we have a giveaway, but that's not yet. We actually technically have to end the session. Crash is no longer wounded. See, that's the thing. Millie healed his leg, patched him up, still got to do a little bit of healing, but he's fine. He's hardened. He's feeling good. He thinks everything is great. And it's just that we as an audience think that maybe she's a little bit suspicious. But we don't know. We, by the way, have got a giveaway coming up. But first, let's end the session, shall we? When you end a session or chapter of play, reflect on the events of the game, oh my gosh, and identify any missed opportunities to mark progress. If you strengthened your ties to a connection, develop your relationship, which I think we did. I think that we did. We have, at the moment, 3 connections. We have Millie, we have Dread Liege Dalton, and we also have Emerald. We did not interact with our Dalton, so I do not think that we can increase that one, but oh no, but I did. I swore to take a perilous quest in their service, right? Which means I think so. So let's go back to Dalton, and I believe that we do get to roll for this. We will see. Yes, and Dalton heard me swear, and I feel like that was really important. So, good old Dalton Danvers. How are they? So they're a bond, and we do not mark progress. Instead, we roll their rank to learn the impact of the legacy. So they are dangerous, so we get to roll +2. Let's see what this will get us. We're going to roll other, and we get a 2, and we're going to see what happens. Yes, yeah, it is sort of a, it's kind of weird. We keep running to, like, I don't know how the Baron Winter knew where to find us. Baron Winter seemed to know a lot of things about where to find Crash. It's weird. Seemed to know a lot about Crash in general. But that's a miss, which means no lasting benefit for Dalton Danvers. However, we have a few other people to think about. We have Emerald, our Drinaxian tiger, and I do believe that we have not sworn a vow. We did not complete a quest their benefit. However, we did leverage their help in desperate circumstances, very much so. So I think absolutely we developed their relationship, which means we get to mark progress. Josh Meehan, only once per session, you know, right? You know, yes, no, yes, no. I feel like we only mark once per session, no matter how many times we've done something in there. I feel like that makes sense to me. You may mark, yes, I think that makes sense, right? Yes, once. I think once. Although, there is a book here, and really, you've said it stacks? Hold on a second, because that's... let's see, develop your relationship. When you build influence, there are several triggers to help define the bonds, what means to evolve your relationship. So, if you, that's blah, 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 already share. Well, I feel like if we get to stack it, we leverage help in desperate circumstances. We did not give her anything of worth, but we did share a profound moment. Absolutely, with discovering, with discovering what happened to Dalton. And also we stood them with hardship, right? I feel like that happened. So we did do all of that, and I feel like we should be able to forge a bond, which, again, let's do it. Let's see if we have forged this bond, because that was very intense. Strong hit. On a strong hit, you now share a bond. This is going to go away, by the way. And mark a reward on your bond's legacy track as per the connection's rank, which is great, which we're going to do. Here, legacy, bonds. Everybody, we got it. We just got this twice, which means we have enough experience to actually get Millie as a companion card, as an asset. But she's on Drinax. So we're going to note that. So by the way, all of this bonus we're going to get for the bond, we're not actually going to get it, because we're going to get her as an asset, which I'm so excited about. But we have one more person, and that person is Millie. We need to ponder our relationship with Millie. Yes, Crash now has an Eye of the Tiger. So, good old Millie. Good old Millie. Hey, Millie, how are you? How's it been? There you are. Let's see, how's our relationship? We have no ticks. We have no ticks. Okay, however, I did swear a vow to undertake a perilous quest in her service, which would be to, go and get the book. We completed a quest to her benefit in that we got her some data. It wasn't complete data, but it was some. We didn't leverage her help in desperate circumstances. I don't think we did. I mean, we're seriously injured, but I don't think we did. Give them something of worth. Yes, but I think that would be double counting, and I think it would cheat. So I don't think that we can count giving her the data as giving her something of worth, because that was like basically completing the quest. Sharing profound moment? No. Standing with me against hardship? No. Overcoming a test of your relationship? No. So I think we are at 4 ticks for Millie. This is great. Yes, I feel like that's perfect. And did we make any progress against any of our big quests? That's a new quest. The Book of the Damned is new. Rescue Dread Liege Dalton? Nope. Aid Dread Liege Dalton reclaiming the leadership of Drinax? No. The Drinax Barbarians. Did you tell her about what you experienced on the ship during your stay? No, because he crash fell unconscious. Vow to forge an Ironsworn? No. Find the true noble lost Sindalian heir? Absolutely not. So we don't get any more progress. Not there, sadly. We also avoided all of that business, which I think is fine. And this, I believe, is going to be the end. Wait, if there's a quest, connection, or other switch you would like to give focus on your next session, make note of it and take 1 momentum. Well, of course. Oh, this is great. This is great, everybody. Is there a quest, connection, or situation you would like to focus in on your next session? And we already announced it's going to be the Library of the Damned, which is the quest that we're going to have to go under to get the Book of the Damned, which is going to give us 1 extra momentum, bringing us to 5. Right? I feel like that's great. I feel like it's great. We're going, by the way, gonna think about getting that companion, which means maybe we have to go and pick up Emerald from Drinax on our way. From Sean, if you have multiple triggers, you may develop multiple times. Ooh. Okay, this is good. Everybody remember this. Multiple triggers, multiple times, because this is very good. Okay, everyone. That is the end of Crash Jones Space Adventurer and the Drinax Barbarians. And next time we do this, which will probably be after the next season of Traveler or around there, depending on what happens, we'll just have to do the Library of the Damned and find out what happens. And I'm thinking desert or space, mummies maybe, I don't know, but it's going to be pretty epic. So we have things to do. We have a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway for this wonderful game. I'm really deserted space mummies, alien mummies. This is what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like we're going to have like mummies, space deserts. It's going to be kind of like a little Tatooine, a little alien. So, here's what's what. We're going to do a giveaway. And in this video, you'll have your chance to take to the stars like Crash Jones through tonight's giveaway. Today's giveaway is the deluxe edition of Ironsworn Starforged, which includes the 400-page fully illustrated rulebook, illustrated by Josh Me and Art. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? Let me go here. This is more exciting. And also, no, wait, where? Yes. The spiral-bound reference guide. Yes. And also, wait, there's more. I want to put this somewhere. Go ahead. You sit there. Sit on my speaker. And then also, a deck of dry erasable asset cards. So, did I tell you? Look, here's how it works, right? He's wearing jeans. So I think, no, the pleather pants did not arrive yet. And it turns out they canceled my order for $8 pleather pants, red pleather pants. So I've got to go and find a new set of red pleather pants and then also order them. I'm so sad about it. But so then we've got these asset cards, which are dry erase, so you can mark on them, which sometimes is important because the cards, let me see if I can get you to see them. Whoop. Wait. There. Let's see. A little dark, but better. See, they've got the little, like, these are the different actions, the bonuses that your card will give you. And, like, you start off with that one, but then with XP, you can get new bonuses out of them, which is cool. And that's an engine upgrade, is what that one is. So, look. So here's the thing. I want to make a custom card for Emerald, but there is a card in here that I think is actually good enough, that I think is would basically work. And, oh, hey, what is this? They're special deeds, by the way. Trooper, it's more money, but go to Wilson Leather and get the jean style leather pants. They're very comfortable, and unlike pleather, they breathe. So there are these deeds. So bonded deed, homesteader, once you fill 4 boxes on your bonds legacy track. Marked, once you fill 5 boxes on your quest legacy track. Oathbreaker, once you forsake your vow. Revenant, once you face death, which we haven't done yet. Survivor, once you mark traumatized or permanently harmed, which we haven't done yet. Vanguard, once you fill 6 boxes on your Discoveries legacy track. So these are like big deal things that we get to get if we get that far. But there is a companion here that is called the... Oh, okay, so here's the thing. The... I think it might be the Rockhorn is the one I was thinking about. So the Rockhorn is, it says your Rockhorn companion uses resilient stone-like hide, but for us that's like Viridian ridges, and brute strength to overcome threats. When you make a move by sending the Rockhorn to directly attack a foe or smash an obstacle, roll its health, which is pretty cool. That's the one that you get for base, but then you have 2 others. When you make the companion takes a hit move for this Rockhorn, count a weak hit as a strong hit. On a strong hit with a match, its rapid healing makes it unstoppable. Give it another +1 health or take 1 momentum. I might swap that out for the... there's the glow. So there's the glow cat, which is sort of like a psychic animal, and I feel like I can maybe mix and match the bonuses from the Rockhorn and the Glowcat to make our Viridian Tiger. And then the last one here, the Rockhorn will come to your aid in your most vulnerable of moments. When you endure harm or endure stress and score a miss, you may reroll the action die if its value is less than the Rockhorn's health. And I feel like those 2, that first and the third, very much Emerald, and I think we can probably get one of these from the Glowcat, and we'll make our Viridian Tiger as an asset, and then we will get that asset. And that then you can have it. And there's a website that I know I have that lets you make a card. And I feel like it's super on flavor and I'm really excited about it. And by the way, we have it takes 3 XP to get a brand new card and 2 XP to get a bonus. So I think since we have 4 boxes, we can actually get this companion as an upgrade, which... why wouldn't we do that? We're just going to have to go and get Emerald from Drinax before we go to the Library of the Damned. Right? Oh, thank you, Willem. So, that said, these are the things that you can get for our giveaway. So if you want to be eligible for the giveaway, then you just have to make sure you say something in the next 5 minutes while I tell you other things. So I want to give... thanks and wait a minute, Josh, Josh, hold on. Josh, here, hold on. I think it's reg add Josh Meehan art. Yes, Josh, give links as much as you like. You are all of the links all the time. Oh yes, thank you. That was the one, right? This is the asset workbench. So exciting, where you can make your own assets. So this, look, also, I don't know if you know this, but this game has got a great community of folks who are very helpful. The Discord is very, very cool, very helpful. Everybody's really nice. And there's great stuff here. So I can only recommend it. And they can help you make, like, there's a cave lion, basically, that I think we could probably use. So there's some, like, cool things that I think, like, the cave lion is probably going to be useful for us. Anyway, I'm going to make the card, and then I'm going to give it all to you so you can have it. So we're going to go and do our giveaway. If you're ready. If you're ready. KY Hawkeye, you have won the giveaway. That's amazing. KY Hawkeye, where are you? Yes. All right. This is amazing. KY Hawkeye, Josh Meehan is going to go and contact you and hook you up. That is so cool. And I want to thank Josh Meehan for that giveaway. Josh Meehan, who did the art, right? Who did this amazing, gorgeous art. Look at that, right? Like, it is gorgeous. It is amazing. I mean, look at that. Whoop. Oh, it's so good. That said, we do have bits and donations to give, and I would like to read those out. So, my friends, I want to thank... What are you doing here? Give me here. Dashboard. So let's read out our bits and donations because I want to give love and thanks for everyone who did donate today. And of course, all of these donations go to first to pay for the cast, and then second to pay for art, music, assets, things like that sort of thing. And then last time around, we'll go and to pay me if there's extra. But everybody first to get our good stuff going on. And I will note this is helping out with, I'm just so excited. Okay. By the way, Josh wasn't here when I said it, but Josh showed me the sketch, and it's really good, and I cannot even tell you how excited I am. So, Hawkeye did want the Star Team Secret Decoder ring, but instead it's going to get Ironsworn Starforged. This game is so good, everybody. This game is so good. I hope you enjoyed it. I had such a good time. You know, the thing about a solo game, what I really like about a solo game is when I don't know what's going to happen, right? Like, there were times in the session today where I was like, are we going to die? What is going to happen? How are we going to deal with this? And I had such a good time. I think it's so good. I love the oracles. I think it's so, so good. Okay, so sorry about gushing. First off, Volpez donated 100 bits with what will Crash do next? How will he survive? Keep watching. Also, let's see. We actually got this is interesting. We got a gift purchase from Willen who says, your Starbeam chocolate milk deserves the best mug. Oh, that was, yeah. And we got actually a heart from Valtiel. I'm seeing our messages here. I was like, where are these messages? Here they are. Also got a brand new sub from Cody's Lodge. Thank you. We have our last bit of bits from Willen TW, who is our note taker, says, thanks for this awesome Crash adventure. No wonder our Wes loves this cereal. And now you know something more about Wes and also Severance, because Severance is also a fan of Crash Jones. and just note it. I'm going to just note it. I think also, I think Doc Val also read Crash Jones. I'm just noting, we've got a bunch of Crash Jones fans. I don't think Harlock could have, because the Harlock was in Zodania space, and so probably was not getting Crash Jones that we know of. We'll have to ask. Oh, and then we just got 100 bits from Josh Me and Art, who says,
Thank you so much for the fantastic ups and downs. I completely get why Wesley loves Crash.
right? Wesley Crash Jones. Oh my gosh. And those were those. And I was checking on the store, and I think the store messages are going to get to me in a different space and configuration. Because, hold on, I want to see if they've got a... I'm going to look for it. And when I find it, I'm going to share with you all. I'll probably be able to share with you next time where that came from. But how cool is that? Oh, I believe there was one other thing besides how amazing all of you are all the time that I wanted to do. Was there? Maybe not. I think that was it. Did you... Oh, I read your merch message. Yeah, oh, so I read your merch message. So the message that I got came from Stream Elements, and I got a happy box from Willen. I got a heart. So I'm gonna double check to see if I can find it in different places. Oh, good. So this was amazing. I kind of can't handle it. I want to especially thank our sponsors for the month of March, Neo and Amoeba, who is really fun. Neo and Amoeba I've played a lot of board games with, and she's the kind of person who looks very innocent. So if you're ever playing like a hidden traitor game, you just don't think she's a hidden traitor, but then she is. And then she destroys you very innocently. And then also KY Hawkeye, who runs a really great Grappler's Keep show over on his channel on Wednesdays at KY Hawkeye, and makes, you can see it up there, these amazing GM screens. They're made of wood. They're all woodwork by hand. They're beautiful. Takes commissions. So if you want a sort of a custom GM screen with slots so you can put info on the inside, talk to KY Hawkeye. Also watch Grappler's Keep. The third of our 4 sponsors for March would be Josh Me and... No, I don't get to say you next. I get to say you last. Willen TW, who has been our note taker since Kolos, and I have known since back in the Hyper RPG days, where we worked on a cyberpunk newspaper together. And Willen is great and awesome. And also, of course, our 4th, last but not least, I want to give special shout out to the word from our sponsor, from Josh Me and Art, who is one of the co-creators of this game, and I want to thank both you and Sean for bringing this game to life. I kickstarted this the minute I saw about it. I'd never played Ironsworn, but I was like, oh, I should get into Ironsworn, and then I saw the Kickstarter for Starforged, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just kickstart that, because I like to kickstart things, and it got into my hot little hands right at the right moment when we were coming to the end of Season 1 of Traveler, and I was like, you know what? We're going to do Crash Jones as our in-between season show. And it was one of the coolest things that I've experienced. And I will tell you, I am going to go and clean up this Stargazer file. It's got because some of my notes are a little unclear, but I'm going to clean them all up, and then I'm going to actually put them on the Patreon page for people to download. So you can have this file, because it'll be like a JSON file, and if you have the file, then you can upload it yourself to Stargazer. So if you want to be hanging out in the Crash Jones universe for your game, you can do so, and you will see Crash Jones's injured self is what I think. So okay, now if the Harlock doesn't find at least a can of Starbright chocolate, if not the Dreadlord Cell, not the man himself, she was being teleported from the barren subconscious. I mean, that's, it's interesting business. I'm just saying. So I want to say thank you to the sponsors, and I want to say thank you to everybody who gives tips and bits, and I want to say thank you to everybody who watches, who tweets out, who hangs out, everybody who's bought some merch. I am so excited for all the merch all the time. I cannot tell you. Everybody who gifted merch to other folks, that was really fun, and I'm so glad about it. I cannot handle it. I will note that when I get the Crash Jones poster, I'm going to put up the merch shop and we're going to do a giveaway. So thank you. And this is all I got to say about that. So my notes for Crash Jones are just in raw handwritten format, but they exist. Let me see. What can I tell you? You should, if you like, you know what? No should. Do what you want. I'm not the boss of you. But if you would like, you can follow me on Twitter at Academic Foxhole. You can join the Patreon at Academic Foxhole. I've got a thing to tell you. Academic Foxhole is our Patreon. I've got a Patreon letter coming for you all because we just ended Crash Jones, which means it's time for me to write a new Patreon letter. And you can find me at Trooper SJP on YouTube, where we have the archive of all of this, and also then on, of course, here on Twitch. We have a Discord you can join and hang out with us and chat and share things, and people share the coolest stuff. Everybody's neat. Prax is there too. It's just a great place. And yeah, there's some good stuff happening. And I am going to tell you something. It's a spoiler secret. Here's the secret that I'm going to tell you. It's not a secret. I'm just telling you. In 2020, I did a bunch of analysis on streams on Twitch and RPGs on Twitch. I did a bunch of number crunching where I found out, for example, that the median average viewer count for RPG streams is 3. And I sort of found out what was going on. And I have been working to gather that data for 2022. 2021 was the midst of the move, so I wasn't able to do that thing. So I was moving from Atlanta back here. But I've been working on 2022, and I have gathered a lot more data because I've found more categories that people are streaming under. And I have collated, I think I've put most of them together. Right now I'm going to do I've got a bit of different analysis I have to do before I put everything combined together, including making sure that the categories are legit. I've got to check them. But you should I'm expecting to be able to get some really cool data out for my analysis, including the median is 3, my stream is -1, including, are you ready for this? You might find this very interesting. I've not been able to combine the channels yet, right? So I'm doing some stuff with the data you cannot get anywhere else, which involves consolidating people who stream under different channels, under different categories into one big thing. But at the moment, under Dungeons and Dragons, Cellbit has beaten Critical Role. And I've got to go and add. Hold on, let me just do a quick check. Let me just hold on. Give me a second, because I want to tell you, because I think this is really interesting myself personally. I find these things fascinating because that is the kind of nerd that I am. But Cellbit has beaten Critical Role in a couple of different ways last year for 2022. And this is all about people hold on, let me get it for you. Give me a second. I just have to double check a thing. And so it's loading. Yes. So 100,000. Yeah, there's no way. So Cellbit, who is a Portuguese streamer who streams under the tabletop RPGs category, has 1 million more watch hours than Critical Role last year, while streaming fewer hours than Critical Role did, has a higher peak viewers. So Cellbit has had 8 million watch hours, and Critical Role had 7 million watch hours. Critical Role did 150 stream hours last year, while Cellbit only did 159. Selbit's peak viewers were 149,000, while Critical Role's peak viewers were 70,000. Critical Role's average viewers it's actually less than, I've got to refigure it, but it's a little bit less than 29,000, whereas Selbit's average viewers are 52,000. And Critical Role has 1.1 million followers, and Selbit has 2.5 million followers. And so everyone's like, Critical Role, yeah. Selbit, Critical Role sort of beat Selbit in a number of those categories last year, 2021 and 2020. But this year, this 2022, Selbit has beaten Critical Role in all of the categories, the main categories we think about. So I'm just going to note that in Portuguese, right? So one of the biggest RPG streamer right now is a Portuguese streamer, and we're not talking about them, but I am. And I just wanted to share some of those things with you, and I think that's really cool. So have just for clarity, I believe Selbit is Brazilian, which is a country where the official language is Portuguese. Yes, I do believe that Selbit is Brazilian, but Selbit is doing really well. And I continue to be really excited about the fact that the tabletop RPGs category is full of things not in English, which is pretty amazing. But I'm also adding a bunch of new categories. I found people streaming under Invisible Sun, Pathfinder, Starfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, a bunch of other categories. We're going to do all that work on them to sort of figure out what's going on. So you can expect that coming up pretty soon. And once that happens, I'll give it to you. So we should do a raid before we leave. I'm going to figure out who's raiding, and I will start that raid once we finish our credits. But I want to thank all of you, and also DSB, hello. I've got some cool data. We can talk about it. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this serial. I cannot wait for the next Crash Jones serial, which will be in the Library of the Damned. And I want to thank you all for being here and for being amazing. And we're going to go and raid somebody after our credits, because I want to give love to everybody who supported us and the show and this channel. And so, y'all, next week on Friday, the solo episode of the Harlock for the Gamblers, the Traveler Pirates of Drinax campaign. We're going to find out where she went, and that is next week, and I cannot wait for it myself. So, everybody, I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, everybody.